Hello again, all my friends, all these lovely students, parents, teachers, whoever's watching this video. I have to step out because Miss Terrio won't let me use her stylus because that's how Miss Terrio is. So I will be right back. Miss Terrio, you take over.
Okay, hi, I'm happy to be here. I'm Miss Terrio, and Mrs. T and Mr. Benjamin will be with us shortly. Okay, I'm going to start with that. We're going to do the learning goals for data management, and the topic is collecting data. Okay, so we are now going to try to gather some information to display in charts. So these are the learning goals. We are going to collect, organize, and display data. So we're going to collect.
See, I got my own stylus now.
Oh no, Mr. Benjamin. Okay, so we're going to collect data from a population and a sample. It can be the classmates, right, school, and then we are going to organize this data again. I was saying, Mr. Benjamin, organize, collect,
Telling me everything I missed.
And display the data in frequency tables. So you organize on charts, and then you display the
You know what I just realized before we move ahead? This is 3 potential jobs. These are different jobs that people perform every day. There are many people who go around collecting primary data. That's either through phone calls, through door-to-door, through different things like that. They give that data to others who then organize that data on tally charts and spreadsheets, different things like that. And then finally, there are people who work in marketing businesses and they display the data in frequency tables in many different forms in the media. So it's definitely important to know these things. Keep it in mind.
That's well said. Right.
Of course it's well said. I said it. Of course it's well said.
For some of you, maybe this word in here that is statistics will be a little bit new to you. But statistics is the science.
Statistics, not sadistics.
Statistics is the science of collecting and organizing number facts. Okay? So how basically is organizing data. So this data in here, okay, is collected from a sample. Now a sample is a selection from a population. That's a sample, right? For example, a sample of Our Lady of the Lake, it will be a grade 7 class. Now, samples can be classified as random, biased, and census. So Mr. Benjamin is going to give us some examples about random samples, biased samples, and census. Now, but before he does that, he is going to explain to you what each one is.
I'll do my best at least. So a random sample. The word random. Keep that in mind. Each member of the population has the same chance of being chosen. Does that say being or does that say
being?
Stereo spelling words wrong. I hope everybody sees this.
No, that's right.
B-I-G-N?
N-G?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Sorry. Being.
There you go. So in a random sample, that would be like if I took everyone's name in my class or Miss Terrio's class, put everyone's name in a bag, wrote it on a little piece of paper, put it in a bag or a hat, and drew one out. Each individual has the same chance, exact same chance of being chosen. Or if I rolled a dice and I gave each person a number, each individual would have that same chance. Now, a biased sample, that's completely different. The word biased, that means you're kind of like leaning towards one way. So each member does not have an equal chance. It's a little unfair. But it does work in the same way because of being chosen. Oh, you spelled it wrong there too? Silly Miss Terrio. And you're just making it worse now. Okay, we're just gonna, there you go. Everything's gone. So as I was saying, this is like if someone was selling raffle tickets or lottery tickets. And they said, yeah, I'm going to sell 20 tickets. Here, Miss Terrio, you can have one. I'm going to keep the other 19. Is that an equal chance? No, it's a ratio of 19 to 1. That's not good. We'll deal with ratios in another video. But that's very, very, very biased. More than likely, I would win that. If we want to get into percents, 19 out of 20, that is a 95% chance that Mr. Benjamin is going to win. Mr. Benjamin. By the way, I didn't write my name. I didn't write my smiley face either. Happy. Oh, you can't see it down there. I'll write it up. Write it over here.
Yeah, you wish.
Yeah. There we go. So like we were saying, random. Each member has the same chance. Biased. Each member does not have the same chance. It's very, very one-sided. That leads us into our next category, which is a census. Now, a census is slightly different in the sense that it's not anyone being chosen, it's the entire population. And we're trying to get information from them. So the most common example for a census would be censuses in towns and cities.
Big cities. Yeah.
Big cities usually, right? So quite often we will have, you'll get, yeah, even a country too, you'll get a little postcard saying to homeowners, owner, fill out this information, and it'll ask you, well, how many people live in your house? How many of these people have a job? How many of these people drive a car?
How many these people are under 18?
Yep, under 18 or above 18, clearly. And this information the government uses for various purposes, but that's what a census is. I didn't write the examples in here, so this would be like names in a hat. And this is raffle tickets. But Mr. B wins. It's corrupt, I tell ya. Ha 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 ha. Mysterio?
Okay, now to collect data, we are going to follow some steps. The first one will be you need to choose a population. That means a group of people. That it can be a random number. It can be from 10 to many thousands, right? Well, hundreds. And then that is number one. Number two, you have to think of a relevant survey question, please.
What does relevant mean?
Relevant means something that is significant, that you are going to have information, and after you do the survey, you're going to have some kind of
There's a point to it, right?
Something that is relates to your daily life, maybe, or something that is something important to talk about.
So should my survey question be something like, what's your favorite color?
Not really. I don't find that relevant.
That's not really relevant, right?
Not really. So it might be something. Let's think of a question that it might be relevant. Maybe the test scores on a sample, right? On a random sample or in a biased sample. That will be relevant. And then when you have this information, you're going to make a tally chart, and you can make it frequency tables or charts to display the information like this.
That is a beautiful term, Mysterio. I wonder how long you spent trying to make it.
No, not too long.
Not too long? I'm wondering about that. So, in this case, our example is foods, because everyone loves food, and food is always relevant. But it's also foods from the CAF at OLL. So the question is, what is your favorite food from the CAF? Now the reason why this question is relevant is because we could then take this information to the individuals who work there and say, look, all of the grade 7 students say they want to see different kinds of burgers, for example, because we all love burgers. But there could be a large group that also said, we want different kinds of pizza. And then we could also say something like, I don't know, fruit salad. And if we went around and we asked everyone in grade 7, or even grade 8, or even grade 9, or any grades, which they prefer, we'd probably have a few more topics down here, but don't worry about that. We would make a tally. So let's say, what do you think, 12 people go for burgers?
Yeah.
5, 10, 12. And our frequency would be the actual number, 12. Easier to read that way.
That's right. So I had a question, Mr. Benjamin. Why did you do this?
Why did I do that?
Why did you write something like this?
Well, let me ask you something, Mysterio. Would it be easy to read this?
Mm-hmm.
No, not really, right? I have
Not
no idea.
really.
I took okay, fun.
Yeah,
1, 2, 3, 4,
it's gonna take
5,
you
6,
a long
7. I'm trying to count. Will you not do that, please? 1, 2, 3. No, that's not going to happen. We're not going to do that. The reason why we do our tallies in fives is because it makes it a lot easier to count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Good.
and then we'll say 4 more people. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can easily say there's 5, 10, and then 14. And in fruit salad, how many people do you think said fruit salad?
Sense. I would say maybe 17.
17 people? I was thinking more like 3, but that's okay.
Really?
5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Getting tired. 16, 17.
Good.
So we missed our 14 and 17. And now our total, we're looking at 11, 13, put a 1 up there, 43 people. We surveyed 43 people.
Good.
Equals. Alrighty.
There you go. So that's very easy.
So what are we going to make them try?
Sure.
Why don't you think of a good survey question of a relevance? Relevance.
Meaningful.
Meaningful. Something that has a point.
Something that's interesting.
Question. And be able to explain why you think your question is relevant, because we will be asking you. And survey 5 people. 5 to 10?
Yeah, 5 to 10.
called
You can text your friends, maybe call them and ask them a little
5
question
to
quickly.
10.
You don't have to leave your house to do this. You can do it at your home with your family members and few friends through your phone.
And make a tally chart
Yeah, tally chart to represent
with
to
frequencies.
that.
And what does that look like? Well, looks just
Okay,
like this.
Like that. That's
Just
it.
like this table. So you have your title, you have your question, you have your types of food, you have your tally, your frequency.
And have at least maybe 5 types of food, do you think?
Well, that's if they're going to do food, but they're picking their own
Oh,
topic,
they're-
right?
yeah,
It's a
they're-
very good point, though, Miss
Yeah,
Hero.
yeah, but how many choices?
As many as you can, I would say, but don't
Yeah,
make
okay.
it too much.
Not too
because
many.
if you have 2 options,
Let's
that's not
do-
really a
Let's
choice,
do a
right?
maximum of 5.
Max 5 choices.
Minimum 3. Yeah.
And that's to whatever your question is.
Perfect.
Min 3. That M, you know that's an M, it's okay. So remember, 5 to 10 people, don't leave your house, text your friends, call them, ask your parents, ask your family, ask your pets. If they give you an answer, if they say, if you ask them what kind of bread do they like, and they say bark, maybe that works.
Okay.
I don't know, something like that.
Okay, maybe I think it's time to
Or what's their favorite type of pavement, and they say rough, something like that. What do we say? Pink. I'm tired of pink highlighter. Let's pick something else. What do we want? Let's go with it. That looks like a paintbrush. Let's do paintbrush.
Blue.
Blue?
Yeah.
And let's erase this. Let's see how this blue paintbrush works. Ooh, it's very nice. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being awesome. Thank you for being Mysterio.
Bye.
Bye now.